At first glance, the Bernese Mountain Dog and St. Bernard may bear a resemblance to one another, but there are some striking differences between these two large full-furred dogs. Let's have a close look at these two dogs and see where the differences lie, which makes the better pet, and which is the right breed to add to your family.
You're watching Animal Facts.
The Bernese Mountain Dog originated in the farmlands around the city of Bern in Switzerland as an all-purpose farm dog. Their main purpose was to be companion dogs and to provide protection to the farmer and his family, although they were also used to help drive cattle long distances to pasture and as draft dogs pulling heavy carts. The Berner's pulling weight capacity is estimated at between 1,000 to 2,200 pounds. We don't have a date as to when the breed came into existence, but the Bernese Mountain Dog has roots in the Roman Molossan hound breeds of ancient southern Europe. The St. Bernard, also called the Alpine Mountain Dog, is also of the Roman Molosser type breeds. The St. Bernard is the large general farm dog of the farmers and dairymen of the French Alps, livestock guardians, herding dogs, and draft dogs, as well as hunting dogs, search and rescue dogs, and watchdogs. The name St. Bernard originates from the Great St. Bernard Hospice, a traveler's hospice on the often treacherous Great St. Bernard Pass in the Western Alps, between Switzerland and Italy. The pass, the lodge, and the dogs are named for Bernard of Menthon, the 11th century Italian monk who established the station and later canonized. There the saints were primarily used for search and rescue of people lost in the treacherous pass. It is said that the St. Bernard can locate a person buried under 20 feet of snow. Both, being of the Molosser type, are large dogs, but the St. Bernard is a bit larger than the Berner. St. Bernards stand anywhere between 26 and 30 inches at the shoulder, depending on gender. They can weigh up to 260 pounds. The Bernese Mountain Dog stands 23 to 27.5 inches at the shoulder, also depending on gender, and can weigh up to 120 pounds. The St. Bernard's coat can be either smooth or rough, the smooth coat being close and flat, while the rough is dense, flat, and more profuse around the neck and legs. The color is typically a red shade with white or a mahogany brindle with white. Black shading is usually found on the face and ears. Eyes are usually brown, but sometimes can be icy blue and should have naturally tight lids with hawls only slightly visible. The Bernese Mountain Dog is a heavy dog with a distinctive tricolored coat, black with white chest, and rust-colored markings above the eyes, side of the mouth, and the front of the legs, and a small amount around the white chest. Known as a classic example of a gentle giant, the St. Bernard is calm, patient, and sweet with adults, and especially children. The biggest threat to small children is being knocked over by this breed's larger size. Overall, they are a sweet, gentle, calm, loyal, and affectionate breed, and if socialized are very friendly. While generally not instinctively protective, a St. Bernard may bark at strangers, and their size makes them a good deterrent against possible intruders. Saints can also get along well with other pets, especially if they're introduced to them in puppyhood. Supervise them around smaller dogs and cats, just to make sure they don't accidentally step or lie on them. The breed standard for the Bernese Mountain Dog states that dogs should not be aggressive, anxious, or distinctly shy, but rather should be good-natured, self-assured, placid towards strangers, and docile. Bernese Mountain Dogs are a breed that generally does well with children, as they are very affectionate. They are patient dogs that take well with children climbing over them. Though they have great energy, a Bernese will also be happy with a calm evening. Bernese work well with other pets and around strangers. They are excellent guardians. They tend to bond with one owner and are somewhat aloof and standoffish. St. Bernards can be difficult to train, especially for novice dog owners. They are willful, stubborn, and independent animals, who sometimes listen and other times don't. They test boundaries and like to see what they can get away with, and have little regard for the rules you put into place. Because of its large adult size, it's essential that proper training and socialization begin while the St. Bernard is still a puppy, so as to avoid difficulties that normally accompany training large dogs. An unruly St. Bernard may present problems for even a strong adult, so control needs to be asserted from the beginning of the dog's training. A confident, consistent, but gentle hand is needed with the Bernese Mountain Dog. They can be stubborn and slow to learn, so patience and even kill are important for anyone training a Bernese Mountain Dog. Despite their initial stubbornness, they do well in basic obedience training and can be graduated to advanced tricks and agility. The St. Bernard doesn't need a lot of exercise. It's not a jogging companion and will wilt in hot climates. Saints suffer from heat exhaustion quite easily and need access to shade and plenty of fresh, cool water during the hot weather. On the other hand, you'll never find a happier St. Bernard than one who's enjoying a good romp in the snow. Bernese are outdoor dogs at heart, though well behaved in the house. They need activity and exercise, but do not have a great deal of endurance. They can move with amazing bursts of speed for their size when motivated. They enjoy hiking and generally stick close to their people. Not being given the adequate amount of exercise may lead to barking and harassing in the Bernese. As large breeds, both dogs share a similarly short lifespan at about 7 to 9 years, with some dogs living to be as old as 10 and rarely living to 12. The very fast growth rate and weight of the St. Bernard can lead to very serious deterioration of the bones if the dog doesn't get proper food and exercise. Many dogs are generally affected by hip dysplasia or elbow dysplasia. Osteosarcoma, bone cancer, has been shown to be hereditary in the breed. They are susceptible to eye disorders called entropion and ectropion, in which the eyelids turn in or out. The breed is also susceptible to epilepsy and seizures, a heart disease called dilated cardiomyopathy, and eczema. Cancer is the leading cause of death for dogs in general, but Bernese Mountain Dogs have a much higher rate of fatal cancer than other breeds. In both US, Canada, and UK surveys, nearly half of Bernese Mountain Dogs die of cancer, compared to about 27% of other dogs. Inherited medical problems that a Bernese Mountain Dog may face include malignant histiocytosis, progressive retinal atrophy, and possibly cataracts and other eye problems. Bernese Mountain Dogs also have unusually high mortality due to musculoskeletal causes like arthritis, hip dysplasia, and cruciate ligament rupture. Prospective Bernese Mountain Dog owners should be prepared to cope with a large dog that may have mobility problems at a young age. In conclusion, these are both large, loving, and loyal dogs, and both have their caveats. Short lifespans and health concerns plague both breeds, and owners should expect that with either comes hefty vet bills. But we should probably mention that both breeds are heavy drillers due to loose mouth skin and large jowls. Neither is particularly easy to train, but once trained make excellent family companions and protectors. So which breed do you think wins? Which would you have in your home? Let us know in the comments below. Any other breeds you like us to compare? Shout them out. Hey, thanks for hanging with us. If you want more dog vs. dog videos, you can check out more here. If you like this one, go ahead and smash that like button. If you're a subscriber, thank you. If not, what are you waiting for? If you'd like to help me make more videos like this one, there are plenty of ways listed in the description. And as always, catch you next time.